So let's talk about personal branding for a second. Like, how has that benefited you, like in your career?
Yeah, so I think the number one thing is solidifying me. Like it helps me sleep at night, knowing that if the courses all go south, something crazy happens, who knows what, that I've got such a huge backing now of
Right.
look at what I've done, look at how passionate I am. For me to go get a job at a consulting company now, at a full-time job, because I have to just throw in the towel and go back to that, I feel confident that I would get hired in an instant. And
Yeah.
that feels really good knowing that I could probably apply for jobs on Monday and be hired by Friday. That feels really good. Personal branding goes a
Hmm.
long way in that way. The other thing is, I think I've built enough of a brand for myself now that I could simply offer one on one mentoring services and probably make more money than I would ever make consulting. So, from a financial standpoint, it's very freeing. It puts you in a very strong position. And if you know me personally, you'll know I talk a lot about coming from a power position. And anytime you're in a power position with your personal finances, with your time availability, that puts you in a great place to do things like accept less money, negotiate for more money, quit clients that you don't enjoy working, and do the things that you actually enjoy doing in life instead of being bent over backwards because you
Right.
need this next paycheck to pay your bills or whatever it is. But as far as branding goes, I'll say that when you're thinking about anything, whether you're trying to start your own freelance business or you want to be a Salesforce pro and you want to be indispensable at work, or you just want to you personally develop yourself in life, I would say you need to get true with yourself and you need to make sure that your focus starts by serving a group of people. And your
Right.
focus cannot be money. If you go into a new venture and your number one focus is how much money can I make, and that's your decision, can you succeed? Yeah, you can succeed. I think you're going to be a lot more successful and your work is going to feel much more rewarding if you can start with a preface of who is it that I think I can serve and how am I going to serve them as much as I possibly can, and then worry about the money later. Worry about how
Sure.
much the price is or what the ticket price is to get this particular program or course or service or whatever it is, and worry about that later. But first, focus on helping people as much as you possibly can with the skills that you have. That's where you're going to really achieve something. And so I'll say, I've talked to other people and they're like, Brad, you built this brand. You must be like a digital marketing expert or something. Like, I can tell you 100% honesty, it's all just organic, me trying to figure out and strategize how to help the most people possible. And not so one on one doesn't work because that doesn't help the most
Right.
people possible. But building a course or a program works really well to reach masses, doing live group events, doing conversations like this. This helps a lot of people all at one time. And that is a tremendous exponential multiplier effect that happens with me sitting down talking for an hour. I can help a lot more than one person.
Exactly. Totally. That's yeah. I'm on the same place as you, man. I've seen personal branding. Like I'm still newer to the space. Maybe I started what a couple months ago, where I really started like creating content and trying to like be a voice. And yeah, and it's been weird. Like I had someone talk to me. It was like a 45-minute conversation. They tried to talk me into applying for their company, which I thought was an interesting. I was like, this has never happened before. Like most people, most of the time, like you're on the other side with your resume, you're like, please accept me. And then it was totally different. He's like, dude, you got to apply. And I'm like, that's weird.
This is weird. Thank you, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think this is for everybody too, or should everyone do this? Or
So I think it depends on what your definition of personal branding is. Should everybody have a YouTube
okay,
channel? No, definitely not.
probably yeah.
Should everybody run their own Facebook group and try to do a course or a program or no,
Yeah.
please don't. Like, we don't need another garbage course. Go to
Right.
Udemy and search Salesforce. There's some good stuff. Only about 2% of it. The rest of it is somebody tries to sit down and record a 1 hour video and chop it up into bits and call it a course. And I think the other thing is something that I've learned after coming to this realization that I've made is that you cannot expect to train people on things if you're not any good at it. So, how are you going to teach people how to get Salesforce jobs if you've been working a Salesforce career for one company for 2 years?
Right.
You have one experience landing jobs. You cannot teach people because, again, this is coming back to you have to identify the people that you can serve. And if you think you can serve people who are looking to land Salesforce jobs, then you better know how to land Salesforce jobs coming from different countries, coming from different backgrounds, coming from different walks of life and different understandings, coming from not being strong communicators to being arrogant, to put it frankly. Like, they're all kind of different types of people. And if you can't serve them, then don't try to. Because I've worked with course creators who are like, man, these people keep pinging me and they want me to hold their hand. And I'm like, you signed up for it, man. You told them that you were going to help them in a specific area. And if you're not doing that, then what are you doing here? You're not serving people anymore. What are you in it for? Mm-hmm. And you have to be in it to serve people. So should everybody be on YouTube? No, definitely not. Should everybody try to facilitate a Facebook group or a LinkedIn group or any type of community? Certainly not, unless you're willing to lean into your members and dedicate yourself to helping them. Now, should everybody have a portfolio? Should everybody have a LinkedIn profile that absolutely pops? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody, at a minimum, you should have a LinkedIn profile. And if there's something on your LinkedIn profile that you haven't put time, energy, focus into, then you need to. And I think that's what people miss. It's like, how long did you spend deciding what your title was going to be? 30 seconds? Your title's probably not optimized. How long did you spend creating your background image on your LinkedIn profile? You took an image off of Google and you just uploaded it? That's not good enough. How long did you take to get your profile picture up? You took the picture you already had on Facebook and put that over there? Not good enough. How long did it take you to write your about section? How long did it take you to fill out your experience? What kind of content do you have in the featured section? What do you have under your skills and expertise in your education? Is your trailhead linked in there? Are you writing articles? Are you writing posts? Are you liking, commenting, sharing other people's information? Are you networking? Are you connecting? You need to be doing those things. If you're not doing those things, you are leaving potential and options. You are leaving a lot of possibility on the table. And all it takes is spending 2 or 3 hours on your LinkedIn profile one time, update it once a month, you're good to go.
Yeah. And that pays dividends too, man. You know, if you do this early in your career, like the amount of like stuff that will hit like on your profile, the amount of recruiters that will reach out, the amount of kind of traction you get, like multiplies and multiplies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I super love that idea.
It's incredible. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I used to think it was like a one-off where people would land jobs because of their LinkedIn profiles. And now I found out that it's just a regular thing. It's if you have a nice LinkedIn profile and you've done it properly and you've used the right techniques. I've had people, I'm not going to name names because you can go look this person up and figure out what company they work for. But I have one of our members land a job, no background in Salesforce, within 4 months, landed a job making over $100,000. That seems absurd. It's still absurd to me. But now I've seen other people do the same thing, making maybe not 100K, making 80K, making 70K. And some people would be totally happy making 50K, getting their foot in the door. And the crazy thing about it is she did not apply for the job. Her LinkedIn profile popped. She branded herself properly. And they reached out to her and said, I like your style. I like the way that you communicate, the way that you post, the topics you cover. Would you like to interview with us? And they gave her an offer. So it's amazing what your LinkedIn profile can do for you. I'm not going to tell you you're going to make $100,000, but I can tell you if you do LinkedIn, you can get interviews that you did not even apply for those jobs. And to me, that is beyond worthwhile.
I'm with you, man.